Guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Yepa, shamanic practitioner. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, guys. Today is the full moon in Sagittarius. Today is the strawberry moon. Okay, very powerful full moon. Okay, we won't have another strawberry moon till I believe what 2035. Don't quote me, but it's going to be a minute before we do have another strawberry moon. Um, This was a very sacred moon, especially for our indigenous ancestors, Native American ancestors, because they were aware that this was normally the season where strawberries bring forth harvest. So that's kind of how this full moon in Sag kind of got its strawberry moon insight from. Um, so yeah, I'm going to actually be doing a strawberry moon reading after this one today. But however, welcome to my channel. If you have already subscribed, thank you so very much for your support. If you have not, please make sure that you click that bell so that way you can receive notification as to when a video does upload. If anyone is interested in a personal reading with me, the information is in the description box below. But you can also book me online at spiritualvibrations.org. Please make sure that you guys check out my spiritual store online as well. Okay? So, today I'm going to provide some spiritual guidance. Excuse me. Today I'm going to provide some spiritual guidance for the collective today pertaining to this full moon in Sagittarius. Okay? This is pretty much just going to provide a layout as to things that you need to be aware of, things that may kind of be a main focus for you throughout this full moon in Sag that we're going through. Um, so yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and tap on in. Okay. Try not to make this video long. All right. So let me go ahead and just kind of tap on in. Divine Spirit, like to do. Alright, so definitely we got growth coming. Alright, because we do have Jupiter that's going to be sliding up in here in the next few days as well. Jupiter is definitely about expansion. So, again, many of you, you're going to be receiving some type of new growth in some areas of your life. Okay, as well. With this Jupiter energy that's coming in. Alright, tap me into the collective divine spirit. Today we are entering into the full moon in Sagittarius. Full moon in Sagittarius. Strawberry moon today. With that being said, what is the theme, the most important insight that you have for the collective today when it comes to this full moon in Sagittarius? What is the theme for the collective during this full moon in Sagittarius? What is the theme? What's the theme? Collective insight, full moon in Sagittarius, and what's the theme for the collective? What do you want us to know? Asking for one card, divine spirit, during this full moon. First and foremost, before we dive in, the most important thing during this full moon, you guys, I could be talking to somebody with the initial T, all right? But however, this is for the whole collective though, all right? But it's going to maybe hit even harder for somebody that has the initial T in their first name. Moving forth, trust in your efforts. Trust in your efforts. That's going to be significant as the overall theme, all right, during this full moon in Sagittarius, to trust in your efforts. All right, divine spirit, give me one card for the collective. What's pretty much going to be the theme for the collective full moon in Sag? What's the theme for the collective during this full moon in Sag? What you want us to know during this full moon in Sag? Thank you, spirit. Whatever this is, compliments trust in your efforts. Okay, but I'm going to only read this particular card out the book. And we do have desert. That is so crazy that this desert card came out. I was actually getting out the shower this morning, and we have a TV in our bathroom. And as I was getting out the shower, this was the background. It was a desert, you know. And I was kind of like tapping into the scenery. All right, I feel like Definitely needing to incorporate more water intake. You guys may be more thirsty. Mouth may be a little bit more drier as well. So definitely want to drink more water. Maybe it's going to be more hot weather during this full moon in Sagittarius, especially depending on where you are. So definitely needing to stay hydrated as well. Okay. But of course, it's a deeper meaning to it. All right. We have resilience and strength. Okay. Resilience and strength. So I'm going to read that directly out the book. Give me a few moments to kind of find the page because it's not alphabetically. So this is on page 25 of this book. And 25 reduces to the number 7. So a lot of spiritual growth is going to really be happening for the collective as well during this full moon and Sag energy. Okay. Um, So I'm going to read the entire message and we're going to pull additional cards off of this message. So it says deserts are areas of extremes. Okay, and I'm going to be stopping in between me reading this to kind of break some things down for you guys. So I feel like for some of you in some areas of your life during this full moon upside in Sagittarius, there could be some extreme moments or there will be an extreme situation that may arise, okay, during this time frame. It says, although often thought of as an empty wasteland, there is an abundance of life there. Plants and animals of this landscape have developed great resilience, strength, and adaptability. So let's pause for a moment here as well, okay? I do feel, just kind of based on that message right now, is energy, all right? So I feel like there may be a need for you guys to rest a little bit more, relax, really listen to your body as well. Maybe incorporating more vegetables into your diet at this time will also help with your energy, with your ashe as well. Okay. But I do feel like this full moon in Sagittarius is going to help you to see your level of resilience. However, I also feel that there's going to be something you're going to experience during this time that may require your level of resilience in order to overcome it. Your strength, okay? It shows that this full moon in Sagittarius may have you in a place of reflecting to yourself where you are now, okay? Where you are right now in your life, all right? And also during this time, adaptability is important, right? Because again, there could be a situation or circumstances throughout this time frame in which may be a little bit extreme, and you're going to need to know how to adapt, okay? It says, this is the time to use the resources that you have. All right. This is giving me the second house energy. So for many of you, this full moon in Sag will be highlighted in your second house. May not be limited to, but it's definitely highlighted in your second house. Okay. As well. This is going to be, I don't know, I'm getting raccoons, maybe seeing a lot of raccoons. The reason I said that because raccoons are very resourceful creatures. They're very resourceful creatures. Okay, so maybe you're going to be seeing more raccoons, or maybe a raccoon is your spirit animal as well. Okay, but again, it says this is the time to use your resources that you have available. All right, so use what you got to make it happen. Use what you got until you could get where you're going. It's pretty much working with what you have now. That in itself makes me feel a strong need of gratitude during this full moon in Sagittarius. Like really appreciating the things that you have, how far you have come. Is very important also. All right. Adapt and be flexible. So again, the word adapt is coming up twice. So again, adaptability is going to be the key. All right. And again, remaining flexible. So flexible in your movement, flexible in your actions, flexible in your way of thinking as well. Okay. It says, though things may seem bleak, this is likely a training period for future endeavors. Okay. So during this time frame, you know, it's giving me bittersweet energy. Okay, I want to replace that word bleak and I want to replace it with bittersweet. I feel like it's going to be a bittersweet full moon in Sagittarius. Okay? But it's important that you understand that you are in training in areas of your life. You're training for something. Spirit is preparing you for something, getting you ready for something that has a strong impact on your future. Okay? So deserts purify. Deserts purify, and it opened us to a clear vision of where we want and need to be. So throughout this full moon in Sagittarius, things are going to become clearer. All right, things are going to become clear. Why? Because you are purifying. You're going to be releasing. You're going to be shedding, which pretty much that comes with any full moon, regardless of what zodiac sign it is in. Right? Full moons is about releasing. It's about letting go. It's about purging. It's about closing one door. All right, and trying to prepare yourself to open up for a new door. All right. So again, in this space, there will be purification. Tears will be shed. Allow them to fall. I feel like tears may be a little bit increased during this time frame, okay, or even emotions of sadness, and this could be because many of you have been holding back, all right, on shedding necessary tears that needs to be released, or holding on to pain that needs to be released, okay. So again, this is all propelling you forward to see things clearer, to see things from a different perspective, all right, pertaining to where we want and need to be. All right. I also feel during this time it's about organization. It's about being strategic. It's about making your next move your best move. It's about getting things strategized, getting things in alignment, have some type of plan, okay? Getting the foundation, whatever foundation means to you, whether foundation is self, whether foundation is your home, whether foundation is your relationships, whether foundation is your health, whether foundation is whatever it may be, right? Just getting your foundation in order, all right? It says again, and what we must develop to get there. All right, so again, it goes off with that plan, having a strategy, a backup plan, a plan B. This is a catalytic time for you, and it's trying to prepare you. So get ready. All right. So again, catalyst is something that is groundbreaking, um, very detrimental, but not in a negative way. Detrimental to your life moving forward. So this time is very significant for many of us. Okay. So again, like I said, whatever this card was is going to mimic what this card says. So trust in your efforts, okay, during this time frame. Trust in your efforts, okay. Let's go ahead and tap on the Divine Spirit for the collective. Full moon in Sagittarius. Let me put this back over here. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Alright, Divine Spirit, full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. You have desert, resilient, and strength. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Desert, resilient, and strength. Alright, so we do have the card of journey. Alright, so for some of you, you will be doing some type of travel. Whether it is something overnight, over the weekend. For some of you, there could be a move that is going to be coming up, okay, as well during this full moon in Sagittarius, whether you are already in the process of moving or whether you're going to be receiving some type of notification of you needing to move, okay. Something of that could be significant as well. However, though, when it comes to the spiritual sense, it is acknowledging that, understand that this is a journey, you know. Um, the process of figuring it out, the process of healing, the process of growing, the process of transformation, the process of endurance, the process of wisdom, it is a journey. And sometimes, life can definitely be doing the most. And we like, look, let's just skip this shit and just go straight to the Lucky Charms, okay, and the four-leaf clovers, But you have to appreciate where you're going to get by going through what you need to go through to get there. All right. So understand that it's a journey. All right. Some of you may be seeing 222 a lot. I also feel as well that Ancestral energy is very much behind you and supporting you, and is available for the emotional support, the guidance, the inspiration, whatever it is that you need. Rely on your spirit team, because you're not on this journey alone. Okay. Some of you guys may also be deciding to plan a trip. Somebody may thought about going to Arizona for a trip as well. Okay. Some of you may live in Arizona or close near Arizona. I'm also getting a lot of your Egyptian ancestors are present as well. All right. Divine Spirit, what's in store during this full moon in Sagittarius? For the collective, we have resilience and strength, desert. Resilience, strength, and desert here. Collective. So we do have spiritual strength. All right. So this is acknowledging here, like, feeling kind of overwhelmed, feeling like you are carrying a lot because of a lot of things, that battles that you have had to fight recently. So you could be feeling kind of exhausted, mentally, physically, or emotionally. And even though you have fought and won a lot of the battles that you recently have been up against as well, there could still be something that comes up during this full moon in Sagittarius to kind of close out that cycle. Okay, kind of like close out that cycle. So some of you may be seeing 1010 as well, or I've started to. But it is important that you have support behind you. This is your spirit team. This is Archangel Michael. This is whomever you seek as a higher power that's standing behind you. And even though you may feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, the universe is making sure that you are not breaking. Okay, you may be broken, all right, but spirit is protecting you from breaking. All right. So you are being advised that you have what it takes to overcome whatever comes knocking on your door. Okay, whatever situation comes into your life, you have that resilience within you. You have that strength. And even though you may feel like you don't know how much more something that you can bear, that's why your spirit team is there. Ask them for the strength, ask them for the faith, ask them for the ability to see things a little bit different, ask them for the courage, the bravery, whatever it is that you need. But most importantly, do not give up. Remember, adaptability is going to be the key. Flexibility is going to be the key. Okay? What else do you want to talk to the collective about for this full moon in Sagittarius here? Resilience, strength, and desert for the collective. Full moon in Sag, desert, resilience. So we do have deceit here. Okay? I don't know why I just heard Leo energy. Okay, so there could be a Leo person that could be a little bit deceptive in their demeanor or their actions. Or some of my Leos, maybe you're going to be a little bit deceptive in a way. Okay. And deception is just pretty much like hiding something, um, kind of like not really showing all your cards. Okay. Then I say that this card was on page 25, and then we have the card 25. I do want to say that if there is any deceit that is around the collective that is watching this, if there is any type of deceit or mischief going on, or somebody being, yeah, because now it don't want it to come out, but it will. Whomever is around you, kind of being deceptive right now, deceitful, trying to add more pressure onto you, all right, in some areas of your life. And I feel like this is something that is being cloaked. So for many of you, you're not aware of this. But I'm going to bring the awareness to the people that is in this cloaked energy here. Okay, so if you are again going through something right now, you may have someone around you that is cloaking themselves. They're not who they appear to be in some shape or form. And if they try in any shape or form to be deceitful, okay, while you're going through this spiritual growth process during this full moon in Sagittarius, right, by trying to add more stress, more pressure, more burden, more weight on you, okay, they will be dealt with. The universe will deal with him. The universe is going to deal with him. Now, on the flip side of this as well, it is also acknowledging for us to tap into that inner strength, to tap into that level of resilience when it comes to our mental thoughts, so that we don't deceive ourselves in this time frame. Okay? For some of you, you guys have been going through maybe some financial adversity, some financial difficulties as well. Right? For the collective, full moon in Sagittarius. For the collective, desert, resilience, strength. Second row, desert, resilience, strength, full moon in Sag. For the collective, resilience, strength, desert, the collective. So we have your first chakra. Okay, so the first chakra is definitely going to be significant. This is, again, your root chakra, your base chakra, which is located at the base of your spine. Some of you may be experiencing some back pain. Some of you guys may have some type of degenerative disease with your bones, or arthritis could flare up a lot for those who have it as well. Okay. Again, incorporate more water, because this talks about dehydration is very possible at this time as well. Okay. And you know, if your body is dehydrated, that's going to cause you to feel more exhausted, to feel more fatigue. Okay. But again, your first chakra is your home life, your sense of self, your sense of belonging, your physical health, your finances, your sense of security, your career, your money, job, romantic partnerships. All of that is pertaining to your first house. So I feel like there is some type of change. I want to use the word change that is transpiring. It may have already been, but I feel like this could be a continuation. So there is definitely some give me one second. So I do see, again, some changes. Okay. I definitely feel like for some of you this would not be for all. There is definitely some type of move. All right. And for many of you, you may say, like, if this is a situation where you didn't expect to move and this does come about for you, it could be like, damn, why is it happening right now? This is not a good time financially. I'm not ready. But it's acknowledging you have what it takes. Like, you can get it done. Even if it don't appear that way, you can get it done. Okay. It may take a little bit more work. It may take a little bit more effort. Okay. Or maybe it's going to be effortless. Okay. But either way, you're going to get it taken care of. All right. I feel like this full moon in Sagittarius for many of you is really about putting down the dead weight. Any type of dead weight that you have been carrying, the burdens that you have been carrying, toting along all this time, it's like enough is enough, especially if it's not benefiting you. May sound a little bit selfish, but selfishness sometimes is self-care. Okay. So that's something that's coming up as well. All right. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective here. Desert, resilience, and strength for the collective. Alright, we have prosperity begins. This is what we consider to be the Ace of Pentacles. So again, confirming there is a move. Alright, I'm seeing somebody sign a contract. Okay, this could be receiving an inflow of financial gain. This could be a new job for some that's going to happen. There could be new financial opportunities that's going to be opening up as well. Alright, so it's kind of like there is a blessing that's coming in the midst of the trials and the tribulations. Like, you're going to be blessed for your endurance. All right. So don't think that Spirit has put you through, you know, one domino effect after another. And it's just like, damn, now what I do now? The universe said, no, I have you now, and I'm going to always have you. Okay. So it's like having your back, you know. So there is some type of blessing that you guys will be receiving. It's going to be something tangible, something that you can touch. Okay. One more card here for the collective. Full moon in Sagittarius, desert, resilience, and strength. Okay. And we do have passion ignited, so we have the Ace of Wands energy here. All right, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You got two new beginnings that's coming in. For some of you, congratulations. You will be receiving notification that you did receive a job. Okay. For some of you, there's going to be some challenges or some adversities that you face in your love life as well. So the next video that I will be doing is a strawberry moon, and it's going to be pertaining to love, your love life. So definitely tap into that. Some of you during this time frame may actually be meeting someone new, but I do want to say, and this may not be for everyone, okay, but I am sensing that for those that is meeting someone new, this person may not be the one. Okay, or this person could definitely be hiding something as well. All right, that's something that I'm seeing here also. When it comes to health wise, I'm seeing like heartburn, indigestion as well. All right, I feel like there could be a lot of anxiety during this time frame. I'm seeing like the nervous system being a little bit shot. There could be little symptoms of depression that you may go through, even sleepless nights as well. Okay, during this time frame. Give me two more cards for the full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Okay. For the collective. Desert, resilience, strength, full moon in Sag. Yeah, we do have the card of patience. All right. So you are being asked to have patience during this time frame, patience with yourself, patience with the process, patience when it comes to divine time, and patience with your health, patience with your finances, patience, okay? Trusting means that, okay, you may not have instant gratification. If you had instant gratification in something, it's like, okay, what's the need to really put forth the effort in trusting? Putting forth effort and trusting acknowledges that there is a time frame in something. So it is important that you guys remain patient, okay? Patient with the process of life, patient with the journey, patient with your efforts, okay? It's all about really trusting and putting the best foot forward, okay? Doing the best that you can, all right, with what you do have, with what's available to you. Again, being resourceful during this time frame, okay? I do see that if there has been any financial challenges, I do see towards the end of this full moon, maybe in the middle of the full moon, financial gain is going to be coming into a better perspective for you. All right. And last but not least, Divine Spirit, full moon and Sag for the collective, desert, resilience, and strength. Okay, we got two cards for that. So we do have discontent and boredom. So during this time frame, while the universe is kind of getting you guys into that preparation to receive these beautiful new beginnings that await you, in which is not only going to help you, maybe your financial aspect of it, the 3D tangible things, but it's going to also help your energy, your motivation, your inspiration as well. So you may be feeling some discontent and boredom, not being quite happy with how things are during this time frame, okay? Whether this, again, pertaining to where you are, your home life, finances, love life, wherever it may be. And then you also have the Healer of Ages, okay? So again, massive healing that's going to be taking place as well during this time frame. That's normally what full moons is about when it comes to releasing as well. So there can also be some truths that's going to come to the forefront, truths where there has been deception, okay? Where there has been deception, whether that is in your own thoughts, whether that is in the way you perceive yourself, whether that deception is someone around you, it will be revealed during this time frame, okay? It will be revealed during this time frame. I want to leave you guys with some guidance cards. Alright, Divine Spirit for the collective. Alright, for the collective. For this full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. One card only. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. Alright, let me get all the cards out. This is kind of last minute because I really didn't pull them out, so y'all be just patient with me. Okay. Alright, full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. What is the guidance? Full moon in Sagittarius for the collective. What's the guidance? I'm going to read both sides. Divine spirits of these cards. Full moon in Sagittarius. What's the guidance? For the collective, full moon in Sagittarius. For the collective, what's the guidance? Ooh, alright, a lot of energy in that one. Okay. Listening to music could also be like therapy. Alright, maybe some of you guys may need to start therapy sessions. Some of you guys will be having a therapy session coming up. Alright. Alright, divine spirit for the collective during this full moon in Sagittarius. What is that advice or guidance that you have for them? For a full moon in Sagittarius, what's the advice and guidance that you have for them? And I'm going to do one more. Alright, divine spirit. Full moon in Sagittarius, what's the advice or guidance that you have for the collective during this full moon in Sagittarius for the collective? What is the insight and advice that you have for the collective full moon in Sag? Thank you, spirit. Alright, so let's see. The first advice here we do have in other news. It says, you will soon be blessed with financial abundance. Spirit is always honored to give to us the things that we work for, pray for, and have faith in receiving. Get ready for financial blessings. Okay, so they are on their way. Alright, get ready. Alright, the next message during this full moon in Sag is to be confident. Alright, be confident in yourself. Be confident in the choices and decisions that you make. Be confident in the path forward. Okay, be confident in your spiritual team. Alright. It says, my heart is big and bold and full of fucking love. Alright, so I feel like this full moon in Sag again, love life is going to be significant for many of you. I also feel that this full moon could be kind of like pulling on your heartstrings a little bit as well. But this full moon is going to help you tap into that bold energy, you know, being bolder than life. Like really kind of putting yourself out there or stepping into the spotlight or allowing yourself to shine, okay? The next message for you guys is to sit in silence for a moment and to listen. It says the answers that you have been seeking are finally coming to you. To truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and you're going to be exactly where it is that you need to be. We are on this journey with you, so hang in there. It's not much longer. That's why they're saying patience. It's not much longer. It's like literally right there, okay? Just try to find ways to self-soothe yourself, comfort yourself, motivate yourself, you know, um, take care of yourself, all right, most importantly. And then we do have the card of detach. So it says you are being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it does restrict the flow. It says trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it, okay? So detachment, all right, is very important as well. I also feel that for some of you, you could be definitely healing your root chakra. This could be issues surrounding money. This could be issues surrounding your self-worth. I did see Taurus and second house energy here. So this could be about your self-worth that you're healing, your value. Maybe if you are attaching what you have in your bank account versus how you look at yourself, that is what's being healed right now as well. Okay, this could be your self-worth. You know, how you really showing up. Are you valuing yourself right now? All right. So like I said, if there was any deceit pertaining to, and when I say in that context, pertaining to illusions, the truth will be revealed. So that's where the clarity comes in. And the more you know, the more you grow. So this does complete your insight for this beautiful full moon in Sagittarius energy. Okay. You guys stay blessed. All right. And I also want to leave a side note. You guys be careful out here in these streets now. Okay. because this full moon is going to have people a little bit more triggered. People are going to be more angry in the next few days, okay? More quick-tempered as well, so you want to think before you speak. You want to think before you act, okay? This is not the time to entertain somebody's circus, okay? Try to stay drama-free, all right? And stay safe in these streets. Until next time, I say.